Property a form of forced savings? Hi everyone, I'm Mark Chong from PNG. Recently you might have been hearing, Cashflow is king. We should have forced savings. We need asset progression. We have to make our money work harder for us. Now we all know the importance of savings. When you have money aside, you'll be able to pull through hard times like this. Savings and cash flow gives us financial means. It is the basic fundamentals in every building blocks of wealth. So you have to be aware. Where are you putting your savings? As cliche as it may sound, but it's the truth. The reason behind all this is that the world is changing. Contexts have changed. And after this COVID saga, we are going to change even faster than you and I can imagine. And here's why. Industries will restructure, jobs will be lost with new ones emerging, and the imminent prolonged recession is here to stay for a while. When reality sets in, it's going to be really tough for all of us to swallow. Now, what exactly is happening that we don't see, and even more importantly, don't know how to take advantage of? Everything that we see and hear now is a cycle. And we are at the bottom of the cycle because COVID had just triggered the recession. With the almost standstill everywhere, where fears and uncertainty overrule all, what happens? The buying never stops. But why? Because the haves are still buying and consuming. Only the have-nots stops. Now when that happens, there's actually less competition to buy. We're not talking about the next new iPhone, camera, homeware, designer wear, and super vacation here. We're talking about real value assets here. From valuable stocks, real estate, to collectibles. We all worked on a simple law, the law of supply and demand. If there's lesser people buying, isn't there a higher chance that you'll get a better deal? Investing in real estate is also a part of our natural progression. Somehow, one way or the other, we will have to make this decision in our lives not just once, probably more than once. So why shouldn't we be more attuned to understanding the mechanism behind and putting them to our advantage? So what's this savings plan I'm talking about? Where are your savings? And what's the plan? There's a good supply of real estate currently available in the market. That means you have choices, from new launches to resale. When the market starts to stable down eventually, and fears are lessened, people will feel more comfortable to buy. And the eventual drop in supply will force the purchase price to go up. There's a saying, buy when everyone is fearful, and be fearful when everyone is buying. Don't think about those who bought earlier than you, because you'll never beat them. Think about the others that are buying after you, because they'll be buying higher than you. So buying cheaper means you're leveraging from the market itself. And naturally, it's also your very first savings, which will prove to be very significant eventually. The second savings come from interest rates. The interest rates have dropped significantly as the economy goes into a downward spiral. The market needs time to recover. With the current exposure and deficits we are all stuck with, it will take years before the rates can be adjusted to match. You see, in a possible and beautiful way of deleveraging, positive economic growth is possible. Inflation is not a problem. And when inflation becomes a problem eventually, then only you'll see the rates increasing. Now do note that this is an integral part of the cycle. So when rates are low, your cost of borrowing becomes low, which will equate to savings as you don't have to pay so much to your lenders from your profits. And this may also result in positive cash flow if your rental yield is higher than your borrowing rates. In fact, we're actually seeing it happening right now. forced savings will come in two forms. If you're putting money into the property that you bought for your own stay, as you pay down your interest and principal amount, you are diligently storing into your bank vault without fail. And when the time comes, the principal amount that you've been paying down becomes a savings fund that you can tap on, of which you had unwaveringly deposited over the years. The latter will be a hybrid of deposits. What do I mean by that? When you buy a property for rental income, it becomes a cash flow asset. We often call it double asset. Not only it's a cash flow asset, it's also an appreciating asset because of capital appreciation and rental gains. As a property is being put out for rent, the rental collected can be used to pay off the interest and principal amount. In its first form, you are the one that's paying. In this form, the tenant is paying for you. When this happens, the forced savings come from the tenant instead of you, and the money is yours to keep. And if you're more disciplined, in the event that your rental is high, you can use it to pay down the house that you are staying in, thus keeping the good cash flow in your hands. Finally, it all boils down to careful planning and having different strategies for your portfolio, with the determined mindset of building your own wealth blocks. Investing in real estate doesn't have to be complicated. The straightforward ultimate goal is to simply compound and grow your funds within your financial means at different stages of your life. To end this video and put things into perspective for you, don't be afraid to ask. We are all only good at what we do best. Seek professional advice, and it will go a long way. The market is dynamic. The world we live in is ever changing. Each and every one of us have different needs. So go talk to the people who walk the talk. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.